our first semifinal for the Valor series presented by AT&T.
Team Noobs needs to believe in the heart of the cards here or something. Something needs to come out for them here if they want to execute this combo correctly. Nova is going to do... We didn't talk about the Mina, and I wanted to talk about the Mina because, like, you dive in the back line, you try and find a squishy, and she's just like, taunt. Woohoo! Shut that down. So we'll see how much of a factor Mina is going to be here in this matchup as well. And you, of course, have the mobility, the nimbleness of that L'Oreal, of the Lubu, of the Ryoma, of the Superman, of every single member of the side of Team Nova. They have built this draft beautifully to counter what Team Noob was putting together because just due to the nature of the high contestation point of these picks, Team Noob was forced to show their hand so early in this draft.
Yeah, exactly. And with the Max, they need to get onto that L'Oreal because Max has his Static Shock passive, which actually denies and reduces the HP regeneration on the enemy that he's on with those little lightning strike with each auto attack he does. So that kind of negates a little bit of L'Oreal's passive there in terms of the HP regeneration and sustain that she gets. But if they don't delete the L'Oreal, she's going to do massive amounts of work onto the side of Team Noob. So that's going to be a priority for them late game. And they cannot let this L'Oreal get too late game because she's going to be really tough to deal with.
What I love about the draft of Team Nova, and it kind of plays off exactly what you're talking about, is the fact that they're not putting too many eggs in one basket here. Every member of the side of Team Nova can do work in these fights, is going to be dishing out this damage, is going to have the sustainability. This is not a draft that is going to get picked easily here. So Team Noob needs to just execute beautifully. Nova almost finding the site there, almost pulling in that Tulin. That could have actually spelled disaster here for them, but already the Sentinel going over the way of Nova to start this up. And now that the Dragon is up, we do see the immediate rotation here from Team Noob, but this is not gone unnoticed by Nova.
Yeah, and look at the rotation there from Nova. They got the Bat Sentinel, and now they're going to be able to get the Dragon and get a kill here. And this is not a good look for the side of Team Noob there. And that's going to be a huge play coming from the side of Nova.
Oh no, that was a series of 4 takedowns right there to start this game and a Dragon to boot. Nova heard our predictions and they got a little offended, I'm not gonna lie. All the while, Max is going to be pushing down this top tower here, getting vision of the opposing team. But I have to say, is it too late to change my bets? Is that the thing? I'm looking over to Jump, he's ignoring me, that's fine.
Yeah, and look at this. This is huge. I mean, 4-0, and now there are almost 3K gold lead. This is massive for the side of Nova here. And they're just playing this early game so well. And because of one decisive rotation to get Bat Sentinel, then Dragon, look at them on their head now. 6-0 already.
That is absolutely huge. Zenio rotated and tried to peel for the Max, and he successfully did so. But now it's Poseidon trying to stand tall against all the members. Ended up getting 1 kill there, but not able to convert on the double kill that he was looking for. So just trading at 1-for-1. Again, not a huge ideal situation here. We're just seeing Team Noob coming out here out of the gate, and with a composition we knew was going to be very difficult to execute, and they are not finding that right now. And I have to say, I think it's just because when Nova is forcing Team Noob to respond, Team Noob isn't the one setting up the picks, which is what they want to be doing. So there's never an opportunity for them to catch Nova out of position because they're always caught out of position. Nova is playing this perfectly. Yeah,
I mean, and then there are 3 to 4-man rotations. I mean, Nova is just known for that. They're so good at sticking together and having these type movements to catch the opponent off guard, and that's exactly what they did against Team Noob. Now Team Noob needs to turtle. You know, they're behind on levels, they're behind on gold. They cannot really pick fights unless they're able to catch someone out, because if they're trying to trade evenly 1v1 or 3v3, they're going to lose every single fight, and that's exactly what's happening here. And look at that, Superman just exerting so much dominance over Max, and he falls.
Ouch! I could feel the frustration through the screen. Alex, join them in the graveyard, friend. Alex, no, that's just not where you want to be. Superman is just so difficult to deal with, and we saw it there, the Abyssal Dragon. Is he tough to deal with? Really? I feel like no, Max was in total control of that whole initiation that entire time. He had complete autonomy over his movements and then entire engage. No, it's exactly where he wanted to be. Team Noob.
Yeah,
1 kill versus 9. They are just getting rolled.
Yeah, they are. And they're getting caught out a lot. These rotations are so interesting. They need to play more cautious. And you see the Superman, I mean, when he moves towards an enemy hero, he gets a 20% movement speed, right? He's like constantly pushing them and displacing them away from where they want to run. And this is why Superman's so good 1v1. He just can't be contained, and he wins so many side lanes 1v1 because of that kit he has.
There's a reason he is one of the most contested heroes right now, and you are seeing it demonstrated beautifully here. But in the bot lane, the rotation is coming here from Nova. They are going to look to engage there. They have found 0-7. Zenio is forced back, but they've also found Ivex. Ivex needs to run right now because the constant jungle invades the stun onto Alice. The follow-up, the taunt is there. Alice is being pulled back in the slow. The silence might get decent value, but the follow-up, they're going to have it from the Zenio, but it is not nearly enough. 0-7, the saving grace was not there as well, and Pitch was not able to join the fight in time. This is just going the way of Nova right now. They ended up finding Poseidon as well off the back of that. This is not the Team Noob we know.
Yeah, it isn't, and the thing about Nakrath is when Nakrath gets behind, it's so hard for him to get back in the game. I mean, he is a jungler that's known to like run around your jungle, steal your farm, get super fed, and then make plays, knock people up constantly, and then kill all your carries. But since Nakrath is behind, this is such a tough game for Noob. And now Nova is just invading, playing aggressive, and just completely starving and shutting down Team Noob right now.
If there was a term I would use to describe Nova right now, it would be confidence. They are playing this game with confidence. They are coming out of this. They were not the favorites going into this, and now they are proving us wrong in so many instances. I think a lot of this has to come down to the creative draft of Team Noob, but I think a lot of this too, you cannot fault the side of Nova right now. They are playing out of their minds.
Yeah, I mean, it all started in the first game. The first 2 minutes is what decided this huge lead. They got a 3K gold lead and 4 kills because they took the Bat Sentinel so decisively, so quickly, Spirit Sentinel down, then rotated immediately to Dragon, and then contested Dragon, got 2 kills, took Dragon, and then snowballed it from there. And that's what, you know, Team Noob needs to be careful of. You know, they needed to basically counter and get an objective and trade, but they were not able to trade, and Nova just got the Spirit Sentinel and Dragon without trading anything back.
So we talked in the drafts, when we're talking about these teams, we're entering them, we talked about the idea of playing from behind, and that both teams have had success and failure in that position. Sometimes they've been able to rally, and sometimes they just absolutely collapse. And vice versa. Sometimes these teams have had epic leads and thrown them in beautiful fashion right into the face of their opponents. Here's the game. Nova has the potential here to either close out this game in a convincing fashion, or if they aren't careful against a team like Team Noob, they could potentially give something back here in this game. If there's anybody who's going to try and grab onto that, maybe it's going to be Team Noob.
Such a smart call by Nova here, taking the Dragon Slayer, and look at that. Double-digit levels versus everyone on the side of Team Noob, single-digit except for their jungler. This is a really tough spot. And look at that, look at Superman. He's gonna constantly just CC and keep the Zenio over there, but Poseidon's gonna come to the rescue and hopefully get a kill on Superman, and they do.
That is what they needed, Team Noob. And again, Nova playing confidently, maybe a little too confidently.
Yeah, Darkslayer buff. You just wasted your Darkslayer buff because Superman died, and now you can't split push, you can't set up the pressure, you're going to feed Team Noob the waves, and that's going to give Team Noob some breathing room. However, Nova is still decisively ahead. Not 10K gold ahead anymore, but still a good 8K.
Goodbye, Zenial. It's been fun, dear friend. It's been nice knowing you, 0-7. You're great, but you're not long for this world. Good night, sweet prince, as you try and step up just a little bit too far forward. Don't worry, Nova will send you back to base.
Yeah, Mina used her taunt ultimate to cancel Zenio's ultimate, and there was no chance that he was going to get out there alive. But at least that Nova did not really convert that Darkslayer buff into a lot of objectives.
Yeah, that's definitely something, I mean, space created. I mean, Zenio causing a complete team rotation, of course. Without Superman, they were going to be hard pushed to get too much more there with that here. The Darkslayer buff is going to be wearing off shortly. So Nova not really able to convert off of that, but a lot of this is coming down to this Mina. These taunts have been so clutch. The follow-up there, the pull. Once again, Alice might as well not be in this game. She's literally just a gold farm for the side of Nova right now. I was feeling a little bit unconvinced when I saw this pick and draft, and it's sort of living up to that expectation.
Yeah, and look at the way Nova is setting up for that tower there. They hide in the brush behind the tower, they pick off the Alice who's out of position, and then basically allow Nakrath to take the tower uncontested, kill the Alice, and now this allows them to take another tower. That's 2 towers, 3 towers actually, in less than 30 seconds.
The side of Nova is looking dominant. They're going now onto pitch. The knockup is there. The follow-up. Super minions deployed indeed as they get that additional kill there onto pitch. And now every single member of Nova is walking away. 0-7 is trying his best to split push here, trying to keep some pressure off, keeping this Slayer lane alive. He is going to be able to get out here. Sevka is not able to find that pick in the situation, but we've only seen one tower being taken for the side of Team Noob. They have completely lost map control at this stage. They need to somehow, some way find a fight. But your Alice is level 9 versus the level 12, 13, and 14 of your opponent. That is now level 10. This is just such a hard deficit to come back from.
Yeah, and again, I don't know why they drafted this way. I said they needed they normally secure some superior side laners, but they gave over Superman and Ryoma to the side of Nova. They had the dominant side laners, which allowed Nova to then do exactly what Team Noob is known for. Put pressure, win the side lane, collapse, get the objectives like Spirit Sentinel, get the Abyssal Dragon, and then just snowball the heck out of their opponents. And look at these rotations, 5-man rotations. It's really dangerous for Team Noob now to overextend outside of their base anywhere.
0-7 is so scared right now. Okay, no, it's fine.
He made it.
This is fine. He's going to be able to get out of here now, but watch for Y01 right now. He's going to be looking for this pull right now. iFlex to follow up. The whole team is in position. They're moving into this high ground, and they have found Naka. Forced to pop the heal already. This is huge. They're diving in real deep. Pitch is the target as well, and he is going to be executed. Dark trying to survive, able to escape to the mid lane as well. They're taking that high ground tower. The takedowns are coming in full force. 0-7, the knock-up, the follow-up, the pushing him around all over the place. Let's play pinball, says Nova, as they take game number 1 in convincing fashion. A superior draft, superior play, executed beautifully.